Okay, I'm going to try to make this video not all over the place, but this is about Bleach. Because I was literally just watching this woman, she's in her mid-20s at least, and I don't know how she has any hair left, and the title of her video is like, little to no damage, or no damage, and what she's doing to her hair, I'm going, oh my god, you were so damn lucky. So I had to make this video about some of the myths and like crap that people tell you on here. Okay, for starters, this is the biggest one that's bugging me. Do not bleach your hair with a 40 or higher volume developer. Do not do that to get it over with quickly. It is better to bleach it slowly with a lower volume developer a little bit at a time. Anybody who tells you otherwise does not know what they're talking about. Okay, most professionals are not going to use a 40 on your hair to get it done right then. That's how you make it like gum, and that's how it breaks off or snaps off, falls out, whatever you want to call it. That's how you damage the absolute shit out of your hair. And what this woman had did was she had a box black dye on her hair. She got some color remover from Sally's and did just, you know, straight up trying to bleach that out. If she can get some of the color out of it and then go from there, good deal. So she did a couple packets of those, used the Affinity protein treatment after that. She was not happy with the level that the bottom had removed because it removed more up here. So she went back to Sally's and did it again for like mainly the bottom of her hair. And then she did another Affinity treatment, which you never do that. You do not overload your hair with protein. That is really, really bad, because that is just as bad basically as over-perming it, over-relaxing it, over-bleaching it. It's all that's bad. Too much of anything is bad. I've done an Affinity treatment before, and it did save my hair because I tried to get away with bleaching it one too many times, and my hair wasn't having it. So it was to that gum stage, or that like stringy, sticky, almost wet noodle stage, and the Affinity treatment did help me a lot. But I did my research. I did it one time, and that was last year, and I haven't done one since then. I mean, I could do it now, and it would be okay, but you do not do them that close together. Because she did this in like 4 days of like the color removing, the Affinity, and then the bleach. And then, you know, she put the 40 volume developer bleach in her hair. She started at like the roots first and went down. So the bottom was still orange and she had really bad hot roots, obviously. When you don't know what you're talking about and you're giving people information, it needs to be the right information. I mean, I give her one thing. At least her hair was dirty when she started all this shit. But I cannot stand it when people give the wrong information about bleach. And this woman was bragging about the research that she did and that she had been watching Guy Tang's videos. Girl, no. He would be having a heart attack if he watched what you were doing. The first stripping of the color and the second one, she tried to put like an ion blue, like the sky blue that I've used, you know, on her roots, and then the rest of it was like splotchy brown and like black at the bottom, still complaining about the consistency of the dye and how much it is. What you need to do is you need to pay attention to how much dye is in the container. Manic Panic is 4 ounces. The container, or like the little bottle, is 4 ounces. The raw is 4 ounces. Ion is not 4 ounces. I think Ion is 2 point something. I'm not exactly sure because I don't have a box anymore. But Ion has less product in it. That's another reason why it's probably cheaper, because you don't get as much in there. But most people are griping because it's thick, so they don't know how to work it through their hair to stretch it, because I've dyed all of my hair with like 1 1/4 tubes before. And she used 2 tubes like on this part of her hair. Now granted, her hair looks very thick, but there is no reason for you to be able to need that much dye in one concentrated area. And people are telling her, you should have diluted it with developer. No, you do not dilute semi-permanent or demi-permanent dye with a developer. A permanent dye goes into the cuticle of the hair. It's not a, what is it called? Permanent and a demi-permanent just sticks to the outside of the hair. It doesn't go into the cuticle. If you look up like semi and demi permanent dyes on Guy Tang's page, he can tell you exactly what it is. It's like, basically whatever it means is it's a deposit dye to the outside of the hair. It does not penetrate. So you do not need any developer to activate any ingredients, because all those are vegetable-based dyes. It says it's a semi or demi, do not mix fucking peroxide with it. If it's too thick and you can't manage it, they have a diluter for it, or put conditioner in it. Be careful with how much you use, because if you use too much conditioner, obviously it's going to alter the color and it's not going to stick as well, because people use conditioner as a barrier. They're going to dye it multiple colors. Like if I wanted to do rainbow, a lot of people use Vaseline and conditioner, or people put conditioner around their forehead so it doesn't dye. So if you think about it and you're putting that in the dye, what's going to happen? Especially if it has silicone in it, because most conditioners have silicone in it unless it says it doesn't. Silicone is also a barrier to keep it out of your hair, because the point is it's trying to lock the moisture in the hair and keep everything out of the hair. No, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, but I've been bleaching my hair for years, and I know how to talk to professionals, to ask their opinion. I have a lot of professionals on here, and I have, done a lot of research, because when I was a teenager, I fried my hair. So I didn't want to repeat that. That's how I've been able to bleach my hair, not counting the roots. I've bleached my hair probably 6 times in not even a year, and it's still there. I haven't broken it off because I'm not an idiot and I know what I'm doing for the most part. She went back to Sally's and got more color remover to put on top of her already twice color removed and bleached hair within, a 3 or 4 day period. So she puts the color remover on top of her bleached hair. Then she does another effigy treatment, and then she bleaches it again, is what she did. And she is claiming no damage in the title of this video. Before she bleached it again, when it was gum. She's brushing it when it's wet, which you don't do that. It's bad to brush your hair when it's wet whenever it's virgin or not damaged, much less whenever it's horribly damaged. You don't brush bleached hair when it's wet. So, she's brushing it while it's wet, and she's not seeing like hunks of it breaking off. What's happening is it's slowly pulling because it's so elastic, and then it's snapping, and then it's getting in her hairbrush. So she's expecting like breakage damage, like when your hair is dry, and that's not what's going to happen. Whenever it's dry and it's over processed, it will, break off in hunks like that. But the way it breaks off whenever it's wet and it's that damaged is it will just sit there and pull, and then it'll snap. Bleach eats holes in your hair. It doesn't make it more porous. It seems like it's more porous because there are holes in it. That's how we're able to cram so much dye and it stay longer, because we're putting holes in our hair so it's getting stuck in there instead of just solely on the top of it. Like if you have a blonde hair that's natural, that has not been bleached, and you do this dye, yours is not going to stay as long as mine will, because I have fucked with the porosity of mine, because I've messed up the pH, and I've also ate a lot of holes in my hair, and you have not. I don't know how this woman got any of that dye to stick anywhere. The bottom of it was so dark, and she's like, oh, it's not that bad, you know, it's not damaged. I just don't even have any words for this. I hope I covered everything that I wanted to say about this, and I think I'm going to not link her channel below, but I think I'm going to put the name of that video, so if you stumble across mine and you watch her, do not do what she did. You will have your hair fall out, I promise. She just got really, really lucky. She has really thick, hardy hair, and if your hair is thinner or fine, yours is going to be on the floor, in the sink, on a towel, on your pillowcase. It's going to be somewhere, not on your head. Please do not do what she did yourself at home, unless you just want to have to shave off most of your hair. Thank you for sticking me with while I was rambling. If you stayed through the whole thing, I'm going to go now. Bye.